You know, Lola never mentioned that she had a sister.
She was probably just trying to protect me. She knows how conservative I am.
Yeah. But, you know, I still can't believe that somebody would actually murder.
I know. I keep asking myself why.
I'll tell you one thing. Couldn't have been one of her customers, because they absolutely loved her. I mean, she was adorable.
Well, she must have thought she was in some sort of danger. The cops told me she had a gun in her locker.
Oh, yeah, she had a .38.
Well, was someone stalking her?
No, it was just a gift from Tony.
Tony?
Yeah, the guy that she was seeing.
Oh, Tony. Yeah, right. What was his last name again?
I don't know, but he was cute. You know, a real spiritual type. Plus, he didn't have to pay for the piece, obviously, so.
Why, obviously?
Well, didn't she tell you? He owns a gun shop.
Oh.
Think of it as a karmic equalizer. A way to get peace of mind without having to meditate. Oh, and remember, when you and your people are ready to move up to the special order items, I'm your man.
Well, I only had to check 5 hospitals before I found her. She's at Pacific Memorial. She's being treated for a gunshot wound.
Okay, well, you know what to do.
Just stroll in there, past the half-dozen cops guarding the bitch.
He who wants to attain peace shouldn't let his mind wander down passive, inappropriate attention.
Enough! Look, I'm not some chick you're trying to impress here.
Then why don't I bring it down to your level? That shrapnel lodged in your head? Your little souvenir from Somalia? What do you think would happen if I took a nice, big magnet to it?
Can I help you?
The patient assigned to this room?
She was discharged about an hour ago.
I see.
Are you new here? I don't remember seeing you before.
Yes, I am. Have a nice night.
I know you're the program director, Ryan, but I created that show. What do you mean a fill-in? Look, if I was deaf, that would be one thing. Hello? Ryan? Who's there?
Left the front door open.
Wait, I know that voice.
From the hospital.
Oh, right. The overly friendly cop. The one who sent me these ridiculous flowers.
I just happened to be in the area, so I thought I'd stop by and make sure you're okay.
Right, so you can tell me like the others did I should be in a safe house? My phone number's unlisted, my address is unlisted. I'm on the radio, I deal with weirdos every day. Okay, I'm just fine here. Except that I can't find my coffee maker.
I don't think you're gonna find it down there.
I had a little accident with the roses, okay?
They're lilies, which I'm sure the volunteer assigned to help you adjust would have told you had you not sent her away.
Did you come here to bring me an update? Have they found anything?
We're looking everywhere for these guys. I'm sure we'll find them.
When? 2 weeks after they come here and kill me?
A little more description from you would go a long way.
I told you everything I remember. I can do it myself. I'm not a cripple.
Look, you're angry. You're scared, and God knows you have every right to be. But there's obviously 3 things that you need to hear right now. And the first is that accepting help, whether it be from a volunteer or the police officer we put out front to protect you, or maybe even some well-meaning cop who sends flowers, does not make you a weak person.
Hey, you know what? I'm the shrink, okay?
Second, contrary to what you might believe, I am not here to butter you up so you'll agree to a legal settlement.
Fine. What's the third thing?
The third is, I know this is temporary. I know you'll see again.
You do?
Well, I don't have any medical insight to back that up, but sometimes it's just nice to hear someone say that.
Thank you, Terrence. That's your name, right? They said it was on the card with the flowers.
Terrence is my real name, but you can call me Terry.
So if you don't have some official motive, Terry, why are you being so nice to me?
Maybe I'm a fan of the show. Maybe I just figured I could get some free insight into matters of the heart. Frankly, I could use it.
Maybe it has something to do with that person you mentioned at the hospital. The one you said I remind you of?
Maybe.
Do I really look like her?
You could be her sister.
Okay, so I'll take your advice on accepting help on one condition.
What's that?
I get to choose people I trust.
Fair enough.
Great. Then, for starters, perhaps you wouldn't mind finding me a slightly arrogant yet kind police officer with possible relationship problems who wouldn't mind calling for takeout.
You could do that yourself. Just feel the buttons on the phone.
But then I'd have to eat alone.
It's called Longboard Day. It's sponsored by Camp Ronald McDonald. Kids with cancer get to go surfing. So could I put you down, Larry, huh, for a pledge? Oh, not surfing on the net, in the water.
God, this is scary. The number of gun shops in L.A.
Anyone owned by a guy named Tony?
I haven't found one yet.
Crime scene, ballistics, coroner's reports. All with one thing in common. Not one single solitary lead.
Do you know there's a new cornea transplant surgery that restores sight in some cases?
TC, did you hear me?
Then there's this procedure called refractive keratoplasty.
Here, I thought you were obsessed with this woman out of guilt. Gotta admit, the resemblance to Chris is striking.
What are you implying?
Look, TC, I know this hasn't been easy on you. But it's not like you to put a murder investigation on the back burner while you babysit.
I'm not babysitting. I'm protecting a witness.
One who can't even confirm what she saw because she's blind. And one who just so happens to look like your ex-wife.
Is that you talking or your boyfriend?
Excuse me?
Oh, come on. We both know this is killing Will, that Helen prefers to deal with me instead of the DA's office.
That's ridiculous. If I didn't know better, I'd say you're jealous.
It's funny. I was just gonna say the same thing. How about you?
We never fought. We were that perfect couple that everybody envied.
Sounds familiar.
One night he took me to this incredibly romantic Italian restaurant. And just as the tiramisu came, he told me he wanted a divorce.
At least that was clean. With Chris and me, just kind of faded away.
Chris. So that's who I have to thank for all this attention you're giving me.
You think that's why I'm here? Because you remind me of her?
No, I think it's that and something else that you're not telling me.
You're right. Actually, the truth is... I'm being considered for sainthood by the Vatican. Now, I know normally you have to die first, but they're willing to make one exception, and it's come down to me and this nun in India who took over Mother Teresa's convent, and I'm figuring that if maybe I could find some helpless person...
One of those truly desperate cases.
Because then they'll name churches and hospitals after me.
Okay, I completely deserve that. No more Dr. Helen. I'll just be Helen from now on.
I should go. It's getting late.
No, not yet. Please.
You be safe. I'll put an extra man out by the front door.
But he's not you. What was that?
Don't move. Don't shoot! How'd you get in here? Helen gave me a key. How'd you get past my man?
It's my fault, Terry. I told the other officers that he would be coming. I had asked Bryce to pick me up a few things. I'm so sorry.